I know there are some things I probably ought to do. The more I sit and think, the less I'm gonna do. I got bills that need paid, and the fence needs fixing too. They're too far gone to see. Don't think I'll make it through. I think I'll sit here and watch it rain. Maybe I'll drink away the pain. I don't know what else to do. I can't seem to get over you. I think I'll sit here and watch it storm. Don't know what I'm working for. Seems the more I need to make is the more they're gonna take. I think I'll sit here and drink a few. Listen to some Jones and Trio too. Get on Merle's fighting side, singing working man blues. Truck is broken down, so pour me another round. I made it through the day, for here's where I'll be found. I think I'll sit here and watch it rain. Maybe I'll drink away the pain. I don't know what else to do. Seem to get over you. I think I'll sit here and watch it storm. Don't know what I'm working for. Seems the more I need to make is the more they're gonna take. I think I'll sit here and drink a few. Listen to some Jones and Trio too. Get on Merle's fighting side, singing working man blues. I think I'll sit here and watch it rain. Maybe I'll drink away the pain.
Tim Kelly.
Dragging like a rusty old wagon, tires all flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue. Thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. supposed to do. And thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G with our Friday anthem song, Hello Friday, getting you ready for the weekend on the Tim Kelly Show. And before that, Matthew Adams singing Sitting Here. Before we get the show started tonight, I've been sitting here waiting for 7 o'clock Central Time, and here we are. Welcome to a new Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I got a great live show for you tonight. 3 hours of the best in new country music and a couple of great radio interviews tonight. The group Rosedale Junction will be with me in hour number 1. Chad Bushnell from Northern California will join me in hour number 2. We have spoken before, and we'll do some catching up and play some of his brand new singles tonight on the program as well. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program around the country and around the world. We've got great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, hotandfunkyradio.com. We are on KWradio.com and also Boone Country up in Canada, TexasBrewRadio.com back down in Texas, and NBRNonline.com out of Nashville, Tennessee. And you can also stream the Tim Kelly Show on CountryMusicInternational.com. That's a great magazine. They do great write-ups, and they do take the Tim Kelly Show as well. You can also catch the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming platforms like iHeartRadio, Amazon, Spotify, wherever you stream music. Just Google search the Tim Kelly Show, and you too will be listening to what I call New Country's Best. Boy, I'm going to be saying that a lot tonight. That is for sure on this program. Rodney Preston is making his debut tonight on the show. He's got a great tune called Fences right here on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
My mama always left the porch light on. In case I ever got lost, I could always get back home. Late night coast to coast and highway rambling. I never thought I'd miss those barbed wire fences. The light at the end of that bottle lit up that front porch swing. That gravel driveway turned to gold when I heard Mama say, come on in, it's been too long. I've been wondering where you've been. Sit on down and stay a while. I've got supper in the kitchen. Your daddy said he'd be back in a minute. He's out there building fences. Snuck back into church next Sunday morning. Just another backslider in a back pew, way off in the corner. I hope nobody there saw me crying. If I said that I was okay, yeah, I would be lying. I heard the band and raised my hands and sure did a lot of thinking. I hid my my knees and bowed my head when I heard Daddy say, come on in, it's been too long. I've been wondering where you've been. Sit on down and stay a while. I've been right here all this time. When you thought that I was nowhere to be found, I was out here building fences. And I'll never leave your side. You can call me day or night. The light at the end of that bottle lit up that front porch swing. That gravel driveway turned to gold when I heard Mama say, come on in, it's been too long. I've been wondering where you've been. Sit on down and stay a while. I've got supper in the kitchen. Your daddy said he'd be back in a minute. He's out there building fences.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I saw him walking in. I saw your knees go weak when he flashed that grin. Good band, a slow dance. Now you're knocking back shots, falling into his hands. Girl, I don't know you, but I know him. He's dusty, save yourself. He's looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Girl, trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you like he should. I've been down that dirt road. I know where it goes. Trust me. I fell for that line too. That boy's dusty. Yeah, I know all his lines. He'll promise the world and leave on a dime. Let me save you time. Honey, don't believe his blue-eyed lies. Gonna shoot it to you straight before it's too late. He's dusty, save yourself. He's looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Girl, trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you like he should. I've been down that dirt road. I know where it goes. Trust me. That boy is dusty. Just need to walk away. Better sooner than later. I'm trying to do you a favor. You might not believe it, so take it or leave it. Save yourself. You're looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you. Dusty, save yourself. He's looking top shelf, but he's bad for your health. Girl, trust me, he's no good. He'll never love you like he should. I've been down that dirt road. I know where it goes. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That boy's dusty. I got you, girl. He's just got the ick.
Her name is Jolene Harnish. She has been a special guest on my show in the past. She's a great Canadian artist, and she's got a brand new single out to radio called Dusty. I've played that one a couple of times. That is a great song. Jolene Harnish Music is where you can find her on social media. This next artist is a very special friend of mine. I had the privilege of creating his website, dinomusic.com. D-E-N-O, dinomusic.com. Go check out his cool website. He is from Little Rock, Arkansas, and he is having a birthday today. My good friend Larry Dino. Happy birthday, my friend. Let's play one of his original songs. It is called Balance from DinoMusic.com on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I know I'm a good man, out here working with a four-piece band, singing all their favorite songs. I love it when they sing along, but when the night is done and we break it down, my thoughts go astray, and she pulls me back knowing I'm so far away. She gives me balance even through all the noise. When I get off track, she can bring me back with the sound of her sweet voice. I think I finally made the right choice. She gives me balance. Watching those white lines pass, morning sun begins to rise. It's a long road ahead and her love is with me every mile. And the sky's filled with colors you'd have to see to believe. The last 3 months sure put a wear on me. She gives me balance even through all the noise. When I get off track, she can bring me back with the sound of her sweet voice. I think I finally made the right choice. She gives me balance. She gives me balance even through all the noise. When I get off track, she can bring me back with the sound of her sweet voice. I know I finally made the right choice. She gives me balance.
Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Down into parts, pick up the pieces without breaking apart. Fix all these thoughts in my head that's been haunting me. My heart is lost in the caves of regret, forgotten myself. Do I have to pretend? Break down the thoughts in my head just to feel a bit free. And I remember when you and I were more than friends. You and I, we fell apart. Now I can't decide if I can forget what we had. You and I could make amends. You and I could try again. Now I can't find you and I. Forgive all the past, the hurt and the lies. Make up for it and you won't need a disguise. It wasn't always me, those hurtful lies. We've been brave in the choices we've made to pick up our stuff and then start walking away. But I am
listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am playing the best in new country music, and tonight I've got a couple of great radio interviews, so you get to hear the stories behind these next three songs that we're going to play. Toby Serrero from the Rosedale Junction Band is with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Tim. How are you? Great to be here.
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight. It is a pleasure to have you on and to be able to play your music as well.
Great. No, I appreciate it. Much appreciated.
You bet. I went to your website. The first thing I did was get cookies. I accepted those, and now I get to do some cornflakes and coffee as well. That's the first song we're going to play tonight. So.
Cookies, cornflakes, and coffee. That's a great
That's right.
breakfast.
So tell us a little bit about the band and how you got started and how long you've been together.
Sure. Well, for me, this is kind of a second act. I mean, I spent most of my life in a corporate gig. And, depending on how some folks look at it, either fortunately or unfortunately, I was handed an early retirement package because the company I worked for most of my life decided to go out of business, more or less. So I've been a musician since I was 9 years old. And, when you get into that corporate lifestyle, it kind of takes a back seat. Yep. And so, around 2020, 21, I had a lot more time on my hands. So, I got back into it. I had always played a little bit out, and I had played in the Boston area in an acoustic blues duo. But I wanted to do something more along the lines of a lot of the music I grew up listening to, and that was a combination of country, blues, rock and roll. It's kind of that whole thing. So I created this project more along the lines of being able to blend all that music together. And through the help of a lot of folks that are session guys, I've been able to write my own music, record it, put it out there. And that's really how the whole thing got started. And it's been a whole lot of fun. And, while we're not playing arenas, and frankly, I don't really play live, it's more of a studio-based project. And, it's in today's age, with streaming and everything else, there's a lot of benefit to that to people like me. And, I can reach a lot more people than the old days, and without having to pack a van up and drive around the country. Yeah. So, there's pluses to that. I know some folks feel there's negatives, but, to someone like me, that's been a great, great help.
Yeah, that's awesome. I talk to a lot of artists, and I meet a lot of artists too. And last one I met in person that I played on the radio, she was talking about when they were on the road, they'd had a rough week, blow a couple of tires and spend that extra money and things like that, that happen when you're traveling on the road, and just all these unforeseen things. You hear of accidents, and a tour bus is involved and all this kind of stuff happens. And you don't have to worry about any of that, just doing the studio thing that you're doing too.
Yeah. Yeah, and it allows a lot more creative time, too. Yeah. So for writing, I could focus more on the writing and the arranging and things like that, and bringing in the right folks that I do want to partner up with for specific songs.
Absolutely. And you got some great songs. We're going to play three great ones tonight, and the folks are going to find that out here in just a little bit. I've been playing you for a little while, but it's a pleasure to have you on tonight. You got a unique story and an interesting story about how the band got its name. I want to hear that one.
Yeah, so Rosedale Junction, like I said earlier, right, my whole thing was trying to merge a lot of the music I grew up listening to. And if you think about, and this is how I think about it, in terms of all the good stuff out there, country, rock and roll, Led Zeppelin, I mean, it all came from the blues. And if you think about even country, I mean, there's so much Americana country. I mean, they invented the word Americana because the new modern country became something that wasn't really associated with the old country. And if you think of the traditional country, bluegrass, blues, I mean, it's all interwoven. So, I was looking for a way to kind of channel that. And I said, okay, well, if you think of the blues, you think of, Robert Johnson, you think of the legend around the crossroads. And you say, well, it's almost like a metaphor. It's not just him being at a decision point in his life about selling his soul to the devil to be able to play the blues. It's really a junction point, a crossroads of all the music that came from the blues. And that's where all that music came from, was the blues. So, Rosedale, Mississippi, that's where the crossroads were, you know, and some people say it was Clarksville, but let's go with Rosedale.
Okay.
Right, because we got, so Rosedale, it's a crossroads. Another way to say crossroads is junction. So I was like, okay, Rosedale Junction, let's work on music and write music that is anything from, you know, old Delta blues to country,
Yep.
to rock and roll, and let's just, you know, put it all together. And that's really the genesis of it.
That's awesome. You know, I saw the movie Elvis with Austin Butler, and you may have seen it too, and how
Yes.
Elvis was influenced by all of these other genres that you just talked about. The
Right.
king of the blues was like B.B. King. They were like buddies, and
Right.
and he had all these different influences. He was known as the king of rock and roll, but he also did some country, did some bluegrass, and all of those different influences influenced the great Elvis Presley as well.
Yeah, no, and you know, I'm a child of the '70s, but Elvis was huge in my life,
Yeah.
and I can remember watching the Aloha from Hawaii concert with my grandmother when they aired that, and James Burton. I mean, him on the telecast. They're like, there you go. I mean, he's really a country rock and roll player, and what he elevated Elvis's kind of '70s music to another level. So yeah, I mean that. Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that movie because you're right. I remember the scene in the movie where he went to see B.B. King, and you know he was talking to him, and B.B. King was giving him advice. And B.B. King again was another huge influence on me because my primary instrument is guitar. I mean, I mess around with a little bit of everything, but
Yeah.
you know, I was trained as a guitar player by a great jazz guitar player in Connecticut years ago when I was a kid, and you know, B.B. King. That's really how I learned to improvise is, you know, my teachers, I remember calling him and I'm like, I want to learn to play Led Zeppelin. And he's like, well, what's that? And so I played him a song. He's like, okay, here's what you do. He's like, go home, find a blues record, listen to it, and just play along to it. And he says, and you'll eventually be able to play Led Zeppelin music. And I did. I mean, I had a B.B. King, Bobby Bland album, and I put it on, and I would just play to it. And that's just kind of where all that stuff came from.
Uh-huh. Wow, that is cool. And yeah, I was going to ask you that. It says you're a multi-instrumentalist, so you don't just play guitar, you play several instruments. And tell us about some of the others you play.
Yeah, so I mean, virtually anything with strings because I just love it. You know, mandolin, banjo. I love playing slide, you know, on my resonator. I do the bass parts on most, if not all, the songs. So yeah, a little bit of that. I mean, if it's the right song, I'll do the drums on it. If it's a simple enough part, I'll do a piano part. But mainly, you know, guitar is my one of the, again, going back to how or why I started this project was, you know, I got to the point where I didn't want to put something together per se to play live. And I did want to have a platform to be able to express myself and do the kind of guitar work that, you know, I did my whole life.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do, one of the things I probably am guilty of is some of my songs can be a bit longer and certainly not tailored for that 3-minute typical commercial radio play. But that's okay because what I'm saying to myself is, look, if I was out playing live, I'm going to go play a 5-minute guitar solo because I like doing it and people want to hear it.
Yeah.
So I was just looking for a way to do that, you know, in the studio. And so like on some of my albums, I'll throw the regular song on. It might be 3-4 minutes. And maybe I'll throw an extended version on with like a 5-minute guitar solo.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, because it's fun. And hey, you know, if I was out playing live, I'd probably do the same thing.
Well, in radio, it's always been that joke, and sometimes seriously, about, hey, put on some Freebird and we can take a bathroom break and all that kind of stuff if you're in radio. So
There you go. That's right.
we have that too. You know,
That's right.
I say this about Americana. I've said if it sounds country, I'm going to play it on a country radio station, and Americana is just that. You've told us about that a little bit ago. So tell us about playing, though. Were you self-taught? Did you take any guitar lessons, or did you just learn to play Led Zeppelin by listening to the blues like you was talking?
No, I would say no. I was taught. I mean, I studied with a gentleman in Connecticut who was more of a jazz musician, guitar player, and so I learned the fundamentals. I learned to read basic music. But I would say I probably did kind of shoot off from that and did develop a lot of the improvisational ability And the other instruments, definitely, I just picked up on my own and said, okay, let me see, let me figure this out. How do I play it? You know, the strings might be tuned a little differently, but you know, what are the chord shapes, and you know, you kind of get to that.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, musically in my family, my grandfather was on my mother's side was a sax player in the 40s and 50s, and my mother was the church organist. So I mean, there's probably some genetic factor to it as well. Yeah. So
I was going to say, you probably have an ear for it now, where you can tell just by listening if something's out of tune, and you're going, okay, I got to fix that, or I got to tweak this or that, right?
Yeah, definitely. And you know, it's funny, as I start to do some of my own vocals on some of the more blues records as opposed to the country, I definitely, like, I'm starting to say, wait a minute, I'm not hitting that note vocally right. You know, I gotta go up a little higher or whatever.
Yeah. Now, as a young man, did you grow up in Rosedale, Mississippi, or what?
No, definitely far from it.
Far from it.
Far from it. In fact, you know, some of the folks I've spoken to since I started doing this kind of get a chuckle, because I'm New England based. I grew up in Connecticut. We had moved to Boston maybe about 10 years ago, and so no, I'm definitely a New England guy. Like I said, I grew up in Connecticut. Spent most of my life there. You know, but I've always had a love for country music. I mean, like I said, I grew up, you know, my generation, I grew up watching Hee Haw every weekend with my grandparents. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, God, would I love to see that kind of programming nowadays. It's just, you know, and I watched the old episodes on YouTube and just, but yeah, no, I mean, you know, I grew up on Glenn Campbell as a guitar player. I grew up on Roy Clark. I mean, man, I would listen to those guys when I was a kid. And, you know, my friends are listening to Jimmy Page or Jeff Beck or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, and look, Clapton is one of my biggest influences. So, you know, I appreciate all those guys, but I can remember as a kid listening to Glenn, or watching on, you know, TV, Glenn Campbell and guys like that, and the guys on Hee Haw and you know, all those guys, and it's just like they would just blow me away.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Well, you know, if you didn't know where I'm at, I'm in Branson, Missouri, what they call the live show capital of the world. Roy Clark had a theater here, so did Glenn Campbell, Mel Tillis, Mickey Gilley, all those great country music artists for a long, long time. Ray Price, a bunch of them. And so, yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to get into country music, because back in the early days of my childhood, our grandparents started bringing us to this theme park called Silver Dollar City. And so it's based on the 1880s, and they love traditional country music here, and they love bluegrass, too. We even have the queen of bluegrass, Rhonda Vincent, that has moved just north of us now, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's good stuff. And you mix all of that together now in country music, and I talk about that a lot. You know, all of these other genres are incorporated into country music now, like you're talking about.
Yep.
So that is really cool, and I love hearing all of those different influences, you know. And I'm not opposed to any of it, because I grew up on 80s music. You know, I love that decade of music, but that 90s country is what got me into country radio. You know, and I still talk about that, and it's hard to believe it's been 35 years ago, and we're still talking about it. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and Garth Brooks, you were talking about being on Hee Haw, you know, he was on there. And then I used to watch Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, his wife, on there. And their granddaughter, we have become friends with here in Branson. She lives here in Branson, and we've hung out with her at many different shows.
That's cool.
So, yeah, she just had a birthday, too, here just the other day. So that's awesome. So, yeah, you got some great influences. Now, tell us about the other members of the band in Rosedale Junction, and give them a shout-out as well.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of the folks I work with are Nashville-based. And, you know, for example, you know, Jim Riley's my primary drummer. And he's been with Rascal Flatts for over 20 years. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I mean, he's just a phenomenal drummer. But, you know, again, when you talk about like country music, I mean, he's one of the, I don't know how many times he was voted like best country music drummer, you know, in the industry. But yet, that's my point. Like, you can take a country drummer and put him in any of these genres, and he's just amazing. and he's a great guy. Keyboards, I kind of split my keyboard work between a gentleman named Roger Smith, he just recently retired from Tower of Power, and Phil Madeira, who's been backing Emmylou Harris for years. And again, it's kind of that, depending on the song, like Roger is a real good funk player, and he's a master of the Hammond B3.
Mm-hmm.
But Phil is more of that country Americana feel. And, on some of the tunes on this album, I've got an accordion on there, and he plays that. He actually, I heard him say that one of the reasons Emmylou wanted him in her band was for the accordion ability that he has. And it's just that cool old time, accordion feel. And then there's some other folks I've been working with throughout the years. Sam Tootin's a great country singer. He's out of Nashville. Joel Jorgensen's another great guy out of Nashville.
Okay.
And they just, they all have that unique sound, but they also all have that unique ability to kind of play to the right, to the song, depending on the type of music it is.
Yeah.
And they've been just great to work with.
That is awesome. You won in 2023 a New England songwriting competition in the blues category, so that is awesome. And I talk about songwriting a lot on this program because that's where the original music comes from. Those are the kind of the songs that resonate, the Glenn Campbells, the Mickey Gillies made, the Roy Clarks back in the day that we still talk about, that they're still getting played on the radio, even though those artists aren't with us anymore. So that stands the test of time. What's your favorite category to write, though? And I might be putting you on the spot here. Is it blues? But, I always say I think country tells the best stories, but maybe you have a different opinion of all that.
Well, it's funny. I mean, the reason I say it's funny is I will write a song, and I've been known to do this, where I'll write a song thinking I'm going to write a blues song, and it turns into a country song, or vice versa. And so while I find writing a blues song tends to come easier for me, maybe because I've listened to it so long, the country songs for me are more fun to write.
Okay.
Because I think you can have some fun. Well, like what you mentioned, one of the songs, Digging Up the Turnips. I mean, it's just a fun song.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It doesn't have to be, some really technical type, classical music. It's just a fun song. And it's, when I was talking about Hee Haw before, I mean, Digging Up the Turnips, when I wrote it, I was like, I want to write a song that I could have imagined listening to on Hee Haw when I was a kid. And I think it came out that way. I don't know. But yeah, no, I think for me, it's probably, well, again, I just go back to all those genres where if I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I think it'd probably be different. Like if I was going to play my Telecaster, I'd say what would be my favorite song to write? It would be a country song. If I was going to play my Resonator, it would be a blues song.
Yep.
That
is awesome. I just recently, for the second time, interviewed a young gentleman, 17 years young, from Texarkana, Texas. He's traveling one day with his grandma, and she goes, "Where are we going?" He goes, "Where are we going?" She goes, "Somewhere just north of Dallas." He goes, "Oh, that's a song right there. I've either got to make that the title of a song or I got to incorporate that in a song." So it's amazing in being a songwriter like you are, how many things just on a daily basis can cross your mind and end up in music, huh?
Yep. Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. And you've got the best of both worlds because you're in all these other different categories and genres as well that you can write. So that's cool.
Yep.
Well, we're going to play Cornflakes and Coffee. Tell us about this title. I love it. And how this song came about.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, this was one of those ones where you're just thinking about it, kind of like what you said a minute ago, right? Just the title. And you say, and I kind of did have that vision of like, how many people wake up every morning and they just sit there at their table with a bowl of cornflakes and coffee, and what's going on? Like, and this one's kind of like just that. It's like, somebody wakes up after a night of who knows what.
Yeah.
And, they're sitting there and they're like, well, how did I get here? And, how did I get in front of these cornflakes and coffee? And, there's this, more going on than maybe the cornflakes and coffee.
There you go. Went to a jazz festival last night and woke up with cornflakes and coffee.
Yeah, right.
I love it. Well, we're going to play that. We're going to come back and talk some more with Toby Serrero from the Rosedale Junction Group. And this is Cornflakes and Coffee on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
And coffee, it just ain't that easy when you wake up and can't find the key. You wonder how you made it, you wonder how to shake it, you wonder how you came to be. To the right, it must have been a
I just had coffee and cornflakes with Rosedale Junction. I take a little cream and sugar in mine. I don't know if you take yours black or not, but that's some good stuff. That's a great song, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And actually, I had some of my grandson's cereal this morning. It turns your milk chocolate, you know, so.
Count Chocula.
Yeah, once you grow up, you start doing cornflakes a little bit later on in life, maybe, too.
Yep.
So that's some good stuff, man. I appreciate the time tonight. It's been fun having you on. We were having just as much fun off of the air than we were on, but you were telling me that you found yours truly by searching through the Roots Radio Report, and I chart to that, New Music Weekly, and then also Country Music Weekly with Joyce Romgotti. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, it was great, you know, finding those different sources to get your name out there and get your music out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of great stations out there that play the independents, but, you know, I really think the music is even better than what mainstream radio has been putting out for a number of years. And I don't mind saying that because, you know, I'm all about the music. This has been a hobby and a passion of mine. I'm in year number 14 of doing it. And I still love it because it never gets old. Every show can be different. I can put all new artists in every show that I do and do a 3-hour show of nothing but brand new music.
Yeah, no, and that's great because there really are limited opportunities to find that stuff nowadays. Because, I mean, you know, I'll walk into stores or whatever and they'll be playing music in Target or Walmart and, you know, it's stuff I grew up with. And not that there's nothing wrong with that because I'll be the first one to admit, you know, I listen to a lot of the stuff I grew up with most of the time. But, you know, to get new music out there, it really is tough, and to find those independent broadcasters, I think, is a gold mine for especially for people like me.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's great making the connection. I'm glad you found me, and keep sending me music. I'll keep you on the radio. You know, that's most of the people, the bigger names. You know, every 2 or 3 months they come up with something new, and that keeps you on the radio, and it keeps you on this program too. I've done several interviews with the same artist, so every 2 or 3 months, if you want to circle back around, we could do this again. Be fun.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I've got a pipeline of material I'm working on, so you'll be hearing from me.
Boy, that's awesome. You know, and I talk about that a lot because when you're a songwriter, and for you, writing in all these genres that you write, I bet you've got a big library of songs yet to be recorded, huh?
Yeah, I do. I've got, you know, like, for me, like, I'll go into the studio once a month and, you know, work on different pieces of the song and maybe sometimes set it aside to give it some thought. Maybe I'll go back a month later, maybe rearrange it a little. But yeah, and even from the genre perspective, like, I've got enough songs where I'm like, okay, well, what's the next album? Is it a blues album? Is it Americana? Is it country? And like, that's why, like, with this album, it's mostly country. And because I had been working on a number of country songs, and I'm like, well, you know what? Let's package all those together. And so you can look at it when you kind of have a more of a longer term view, you can kind of look at it that way and plan it and say, you know, like, for example, I've got an album in the works. It's going to be basically just a Delta blues album, stripped down. It's mostly acoustic guitar, harmonica, you know, but then at the same time, I've got some bluegrass country things in the works. So, you know, those will probably go, you know, on a different album. And, you know, once I get enough material together, like, to fill an album of those songs, then that'll be, you know, that'll come out.
That is awesome. And that is a neat process, you know, putting all of that together, giving the title to the album, picking the song that you're going to debut. It's a lot of work too, isn't it?
It is, but, you know, it's so rewarding, so much fun. And, you know, like, I was at an event maybe a month ago with some other folks that were songwriters, and, you know, there was a gentleman who had also recently retired, and he was asking me some questions because he kind of knew I had been at it for a while. And I said, yeah, I go, look, you know, some guys golf, some guys do this, some guys do that. This is what I do. And, you know, I spend a lot of time on it. It is a lot of work, but, you know, it's real rewarding, you know, when you can kind of take that final package and present it to someone, and they listen to it and they're like, you know, they give you feedback, and they tell you what they think. And, hopefully most of the time they like it.
Yeah, same way here. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. That's the more work part. The doing the 3-hour shows and doing these live is the fun part. And there's so much to put together, but you guys are the ones that make this show sound good. So I'm glad you found me.
Yeah, great. So am I.
Yeah, digging up turnips. I don't like turnips, but we'll talk about the song. And then the third one we're going to play, Kentucky Corn Water. There might be some whiskey involved in that one.
Maybe.
I also played Tyler Wood. I don't know if you've heard of him as an artist, but he was on the show Moonshiners, and they used to be on Discovery Channel. I'm not sure if it's still on there. I used to watch it quite a bit, but yeah, he's a great artist as well, so that's cool. Tell us about these two songs real quick.
So digging up the turnips, that again, that's like a fun song, and you know, it's kind of a family oriented song about, you know, it's through the point of view or perspective of a young kid working on the farm with his family, and you know, it's like maybe it's hard work, maybe it's tough life, but you know what? They're just having fun digging up those turnips with the whole family out there.
Nice.
You know, and Kentucky Corn Water, I mean, that's, I guess you could say it's a country song. It's probably an old country song, like an old style country song where it's like, you know, it's funny. I heard Vince Gill talking about this, where like the old categories were like a cheating song, a drinking song, you know, and so Kentucky Corn Water is probably a drinking song or a sad life song. And it's somebody's relationship, basically, with, like you said, somebody's relationship with either bourbon, whiskey, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, it's what they produce in Kentucky with corn, and you know, and he reflects on his life and his relationship with the drink, and you know what it means in terms of his life and where he is at that point.
That's awesome. I worked with a gentleman years ago that did a Marty Robbins tribute show here in Branson. He grew up in eastern Kentucky. His grandparents raised him, and they grew up with no electricity. So he learned how to play the guitar by listening to what he called the old battery-operated radio. And he won Guitar Player of the Year back in 2010 doing dueling banjos with just the guitar. He could make it sound like a banjo, too. He's amazing.
Wow.
So, and he would always talk about the Stills and the Revenuers and all that back there in eastern Kentucky back in the day when he was growing up. So, yep, I love it. Well, Toby, you've been a lot of fun to talk to tonight. Tell us where folks can find Rosedale Junction if they want to check out more of your great music and more that's coming.
Sure. So music can definitely be found on all the major streaming platforms. So whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, it's all out there. Website, rosedalejunction.com. You can find everything from the lyrics to the songs to good old merch and you know, information, bios, all that stuff.
Okay, awesome. Is that you in the blue shirt holding the guitar down there?
I think that's
on
me.
the website in front of a rail car, an old train rail car. That's pretty cool.
Isn't that neat? Yeah. I don't want to give anything away, but that's going to be a future album cover for one of the future albums. Yeah.
Well, you guys got to go on. You got to go check out Rosedale Junction. And thanks for being on the program tonight. We'll keep playing your music. And like I said, come back in a few months if you want to do this again. It's been a pleasure having you on, and love to talk to you. And it's always more fun the second time we can catch up.
Oh, absolutely, Tim. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome. We're going to play Digging Up the Turnips and Kentucky Corn Water from Rosedale Junction on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Working all day till the sun gets low. Dirt piling up like a fresh brown snow. Since the morning light, we be digging up the turnips till it's dark as night. Marcus Cheryl sweating real bad. Looking like his wife is getting real mad. He's taking a swig before he goes right back. We're digging up the turnips and filling those sacks. Digging up the turnips, digging all day. We be digging up the turnips, till we sleep in the hay. Wish I was taller and a little bit older. I turn around and dig, I hear Mama shout. We be digging up the turnips till the lights go out. Digging up the turnips, digging all day. We be digging up the turnips till we sleep in the hay. Grandpa on the porch dancing a jig. Aunt Josie may be fixing her wig. Drinking cheap wine. We be digging up the turnips and having a time.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Kentucky bourbon warm my hands. I know you do the best you can. Nights are dark and nights are cold, but I'm still not that old. Not that old to toss and fold. Kentucky bourbon, take me home, like a slow and steady poem. Many miles from the sea, living life as it should be. A couple dogs, just you and me. It's a long and dirty road, but it's the only life I know. And I know it's time to go. Go where rivers run like gold. Dreams are never bought and sold.
Kentucky bourbon having hold. Kentucky bourbon, call my name. Got no one else to lay the blame. You sing a real sweet song, not too short, not too long, just right where we belong. Kentucky bourbon, time to go. Real nice and real slow. Take me to the finish line. Lived a life that's real fine. Never had no taste for wine. It's a long and dirty road, but it's the only life I know. And I know it's time to go where the rivers run like gold. Dreams are never bought and sold. Kentucky bourbon having hold. Take my soul. Hard to fill a deep black hole. Knock me down and pick me up. Never had an ounce of luck. Couldn't earn an honest buck. It's a long and dirty road, but it's the only life I know. And I know it's time to go. Go where the rivers run like gold. Dreams are never bought and sold. Kentucky bourbon having hold.
His name is Toby Serrero, a great group called Rosedale Junction, and I love their music, and I love that interview tonight. He's a great guy to talk to. Go check out Rosedale Junction. Give them a like and a follow all over social media, and tell them you heard their interview right here on The Tim Kelly Show. If you're just now getting started, getting tuned in, and you haven't heard the interview yet, or you just missed the interview, it will end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. And I've got another interview coming up in this next hour as well. My good buddy Chad Bushnell from Northern California is going to join us on the program in just a little while. Welcome to the second hour of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com's The Tim Kelly Show is where you can find us. I'm also on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm hanging out with a lot of fine folks over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air is where you can find me over there. Ryan Bodine from Huntington Beach, California has a brand new single called My Dearest Melody. It's going to kick off hour number 2 of The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
You're always there for me every time I need to run and hide, or sometimes get away from this crazy life. Your love surrounds me every time I need you the most. darkest hours, finest days, cheers and toast. You follow me around when I hold you so near. You come to save me every time you sense fear. Move me, calm me, don't let that feeling go. I've been feeling lately, you've been acting a little cold. If I go with you, will you set me free? Please understand my melody. Please understand my melody. People say that catching you, keeping you, is just a dream. Now you're not chasing me, I'm chasing you, so it seems. You wake me in the night, whisper sweet, nothing's in my ear. By the time I'm out of bed, then words of wisdom disappear. Move me, calm me, don't let that feeling go. I've been feeling lately, you've been acting a little cold. If I go with you, will you set me free? Please understand my melody. Please understand my melody.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
He was a cowboy, wild and free. Met a little girl as sweet as can be. She was a nice girl, but she didn't stay neat and wouldn't put it past a snake to cheat. And she don't need saving, and you won't find sweet. I need gasoline, fire, and a back row B. I'll need an alibi. Out in the woods under that blood-red sky, a shot rang out and I kissed him goodbye, and that was the last of him that night. Cowboy killing, running wild and free. Double barrel shotgun and some cold whiskey. Red lips and blonde hair, just as pretty as she can be. She's cowboy killing, and that killer is me. Now the town talks slow when they speak her name, saying she was a sweet girl till she lit that flame. Daddy's little girl done took the blame. She showed him up when she ended his game. He left his boots by the door and his truck in the yard, and she took his lies and buried them in the dark. Cowboy killing, running wild and free. Double barrel shotgun and some cold whiskey. Red lips and blonde hair, just as pretty as she can be. She's cowboy killing, and that killer is me. He broke her heart, thought she just cried, but angels fall too, and sometimes cowboys die. Cowboy killing, you gon' see. He took my heart, but that last breath's on me. Cowboy killing, running
loud and free. Double barrel shotgun and some cold whiskey. Red lips and blonde hair, just as pretty as she can be. She's cowboy killing, and that killer is me.
Her name is Leanne Ogle. That's a killer song. It's called Cowboy Killer. Great job on that, Leanne, and her husband, Canyon Ogle, in the chat room as well over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come in and say hello to both of them. Give them kudos on making great country music, and her husband, Canyon songs coming up a little bit later in the show. I'm going to be interviewing real soon. Well, not real soon, in a couple of months. This next group, they're going to be on February of 2026 on this program. But check out my full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I've got some great radio interviews coming up. I'm excited to talk to David from Creekbed Saints and find out the story behind this next song, Keep On Loving You, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I told you so the first time you looked my way, that this heart of mine wasn't gonna stray. Like a prayer whispered into the midnight air, I'll be loving you forever and ever, my dear. On the other hand, if I did walk away, I'd be digging up bones till my dying day. Girl, you're the kind of truth that can't be wrong, so I'll keep on loving you like we're in a Randy Travis song. With a faith that walks on water in a depth deeper than the holler, I'll hold you when the nights get cold. Love you with a heart that's bold. I know one day I'll fly away. I'll thank the Lord I found you on my way. Through the highs and lows, we're right where we belong. Just two lovers in a Randy Travis song. We've had our share of heroes and friends, but baby, this road don't ever have to end. Your hand in mine is where it's meant to be. Every part of my life keeps pointing to you and me. On the other hand, I couldn't change my heart. I've been loving you right from the start. You're the part of me I can't get wrong, and I'll keep on loving you like we're in a Randy Travis song. With a faith that walks on water in a depth deeper than the holler, I'll hold you when the nights get cold. Love you with a heart that's bold. I know one day I'll fly away. I'll thank the Lord I found you on my way. Through the highs and lows, we're right where we belong. Just two lovers in a Randy Travis song.
Listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Call me crazy for feeling this way. 'cause I'm homesick for a place I've never been, but it's always on my mind, and it sounds something like this. Well, there's two sides to the vinyl spinning round. It's got my blue suede shoes clinging to the Texas ground. Ain't it a shame that country radio has changed what it's about? Between the beers, the girls, the trucks, we done let fancy down. They say out with the old and in with the new. Can't you meet me in the middle? Fill the space between the two. You can put me on a silver screen, but don't call me dramatic. All I'm saying is we can't forget what makes country classic. On the road again with a full tank of gas. It's got me spending my whole paycheck just to play a little cash. Or why not just a little whine it? Take the Grand Tour Highway 45 with help from all my friends. They say out with the old and in with the new. Can't you meet me in the middle? Fill the space between the two. You can put me on a silver screen, but don't call me dramatic. All I'm saying is we can't forget what makes country classic. They say out with the old and in with the new. Can't you meet me in the middle? Fill the space between the two. You can put me on a silver screen, but don't call me dramatic. All I'm saying is we can't forget what makes country classic. Oh, baby, put me on that silver screen, but don't call me dramatic. All I'm saying is we can't forget what makes country classic.
The following program is brought to you in living color. Classic Country Tonight. The brightest stars, the best country music. We cook 'em just like your mama did.
That is a brand new single from my good friend Faith Groves. Her name is Faith Groves Music is where you can find her on the internet and Facebook particularly. I'm wearing her t-shirt tonight. Faith Groves t-shirt. She's got some great looking merch, and I'm loving wearing this and showing everybody what she's got going on. And here, everybody's hearing what she's got going on too with a brand new single called Classic. That young lady is only 20 years old, and we just recently did a great radio interview. You can find it in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. By the way, if you miss any of these interviews, that's where they can be found. And for the artists, they are downloadable. So if you guys want to download them and share them on your social media, that is absolutely perfect. And it's the 30-minute interview and the 3 songs that we play during the interview as well. This next artist is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. My first time playing Tanner Laws, Laws. This is called Aim to Please, and that's exactly what I do with this music on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Well, a woman like that's always a welcome sight. A little cowboy killer in her reach for the sky. Probably only in town for the rodeo tonight. Looking for a
fast lane, I'd be wary of her kind. She got a hickey in her back pocket, Wrangler jeans, and a crop top tee that says buy local beef. Steal your heart like a bandit and leave. She's gonna shoot to kill and aim to please. She's been the cause of many barroom fights. To the beat of the music, she starts moving her hips just right. She ain't a buck of money, but she just might. And do a little drinking, bring on home a cowboy tonight. She got a hickey in her back pocket, Wrangler jeans, and a crop top tee that says buy local beef. Steal your heart like a bandit and leave. She's gonna shoot to kill and aim to please. And turquoise stone should have been a dead giveaway to leave her alone. That hanky in her pocket ain't just for show, it's for cleaning out her 9mm barrel. She got a hanky in her back pocket, Wrangler jeans, a crop top tee that says buy local beef. Steal your heart like a bandit and leave. She's gonna shoot to kill and aim to please. Shoot to kill and aim to please. Shoot to kill and aim to please.
And you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Hey there, beautiful. Been a while since we talked. I still remember that night by the levee walk. You had tears in your eyes, said you couldn't stay. And I just smiled, didn't know what to say. I heard you moved out west, got a new last name, built a life and I can't complain. But every now and then when the night gets long, I still hear your voice in a Conway song. Hey there, beautiful, you still cross my mind, like a whiskey smooth and the sweetest kind. I ain't calling to stir the past, just wanting to hear your laugh. You know I've loved you all this time. Hey there, beautiful, how you been tonight? I still drive by that old cafe where we'd sit for hours and waste the day. You talk about dreams, I'd play it cool. Never told you I was a fool. If I could go back, I'd hold you tight, say the words I should have that night. But life moves fast and hearts don't wait, so I guess it just worked that way. Hey there, beautiful, you still cross my mind, like a whiskey smooth and the sweetest kind. I ain't calling to stir the past, just wanted to hear your laugh. You know I've loved you all this time. Hey there, beautiful, how you been tonight? You don't have to say a word, darling, I know life's got a way of teaching slow. But if you ever get to thinking about what we had, I'm still here. It ain't let you go. Just thought you ought to know. No matter how far or how much time, you'll always live in this heart of mine. Hey there, beautiful. Take care tonight.
I have said it many times on this radio program. I love a ballad in the world of country music, and that is a great ballad right there. Brand new music from Mike Corellis from the state of Texas. Hey there, beautiful. And he is hanging out with us tonight in my chat room at Tim Kelly on Air. Come in and say hello to him on TikTok, that is. And Mike Corellis, go follow him on social media, and he comes out with the best music. He is super, super good, and we can definitely say New Country's best behind his music. We can say it behind every artist on the playlist tonight, and I'm going to do it one more time, but after I push play on this next song, my second radio interview of the evening is going to air. Chad Bushnell from Northern California will be my special guest. Coming up after one more song, Nick Taylor, Tayler, Nick Taylor Music on social media, and his hit ballad called One Bar Stool on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
And all the whiskey out down doesn't chase them away. And all them images keep coming back to stay. All the things I wish I would have done or said swirl like heavy smoke inside my head. Should get up, go home while I can walk, but I'll be here till bartender's last call. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Darling, I still smell your perfume from last New Year's Eve. Your head on my shoulder, my heart on my sleeve. You grabbed my head, said, let's run with the wind. Escape these four walls when the dance lights grow dim. That slick dark street took a turn I can't erase. Worn out tires on my dad's 83 left no trace. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Pocket full of heartbreak, two hands on the wheel. Keep seeing your last glass, still can't believe it's real. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. One bar stool at a time.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight. Chad Bushnell is with us from Northern California. How are you tonight, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing good, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to you in the past, and it's going to be fun catching up tonight.
Well, thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
You're welcome. We got some new music from you to play tonight on the radio as well. It's always a pleasure to play your stuff, and you've been doing music for quite a while. You've opened for some of the bigger names in country music, like I'm looking at Chris Christopherson, who we unfortunately lost a while back, Dwight Yoakam, Neil McCoy, I met him in Branson, Billy Currington, Mark Wills, Colin Ray, Mark Chestnut. That's all good stuff.
And yes, that's the benefit of being over here in Northern California. When some of those guys come through, I've just been fortunate enough to get to the opportunity to open for them. So.
Yeah, that is cool. And so Mark Chestnut, he was the second person I ever saw in concert in Oklahoma. I lived in Southeast Oklahoma before coming to Missouri, back to Missouri, where I was born. But he was down there in Southeast Oklahoma. Him and Tracy Lawrence. Tracy Lawrence was the first ever country music concert I ever went to. What got your love for country music started?
Man, I grew up, when I was really young, my dad played in the local country band. I mean, when I was about 3 or 4, I was just like enamored by it. I always wanted to go to the practices. I liked, the drums and the guitars and everything about it. And so I pretty much knew it at a young age. I'm like, man, so I want to do something in music. And I also played with my great grandma in church. She played piano and I played guitar, and I just pretty much, ever since then, I just knew it's something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
that's interesting. I saw that in your bio. I barely knew my great-grandparents, but, for you to have that relationship with your great-grandma to be such an inspiration, and in Christian country, you got some great Christian country music, and it says those roots run really deep.
Mm-hmm.
So that is awesome. And I know my grandparents had a big impact on me. They're the reason I moved to Branson. They used to bring us to this theme park, Silver Dollar City, every year and get us season passes. And I thought, man, I want to move to Branson one of these days. And so about 13 years ago, I did.
Wow, good for you.
So you born and raised up there in Northern California then?
Yeah, born and raised in Red Bluff, California, and still here.
Yeah. And you were telling me you do a lot of ranching stuff. You actually shoe horses too, part-time.
Yeah. My dad's a farrier. I grew up in kind of more of a ranching rodeo family, and my parents both moved to Red Bluff. It was a good central place to rodeo back in the 80s and 90s, and they could travel, all different ways. I mean, you got Reno 3 hours east, you got the coast, you got, and so yeah, basically my dad became a horseshoer, and he's, a very good one, and I've always shod horses and been around it since I was a teenager, and so I do that in between my shows.
That is awesome. It says too that you are an accomplished roper and rodeo athlete. That is cool.
Yeah. I gotta give my mom was a barrel racer, and my dad rode bucking horses, and my sister's kind of one that took off with the rodeo career. I went the music direction, but I did it as long as I could, and kind of after high school, college, I'm kind of going, I think the music's my calling.
Yeah. Well, you're following in the footsteps of another cowboy that has 60 #1 hits, the great George Strait. He loves to cut horses, and back in '83, he got called off of his ranch because an artist got sick and couldn't perform at the Houston Livestock and Rodeo, and that artist that got sick and couldn't make it was Eddie Rabbit, and George Strait took his place, and as they say, the rest is history.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So, back in 1983, George had just been playing since 1981 and got discovered by his manager, Irv Woolsey, who just recently passed away not too long ago as well. But, so you're following in some good footsteps there. You're just a few #1s away from catching George, right?
Yeah, there you go.
You have also performed and got to open with artists like Lee Brice. He got married here in Branson about 7 or 8 years ago to his wife, Sarah. Aaron Watson, Scotty McCreery. Boy, he's got it going on right now. Scotty McCreery is a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Man, I got to say, probably my best opening experience was Lee Brice.
Is that right?
Yeah, we just graduated college, and in my band, we were standing there. We just got done opening, and Lee walks by, and he says, "Hey, do you guys drink beer?" And we're kind of like, yeah. And he's all, afterwards, why don't you come on the bus? And man, I was really shocked. Usually the bigger artists don't, they'll say hi to us and that's it. And sure enough, after his show, we went on the bus, the whole band, we had, had a beer with him and, exchanged contacts. He went and signed out. He was just very nice to us. And I never forget that. He was a very nice person. So.
Yep. That is awesome. He's been performing, with Garth Brooks' daughter, Allie Colleen, and, him and his wife, Sarah. Allie and Sarah wrote a duet together that Lee and Allie Colleen did. And, so I had her on the program to talk about that. And awesome. It's really cool. And, he's somebody that would come back to Branson in a heartbeat. So, and you've been talking about that too, that one of these days you hope to get here and do some shows, and it'd be great to meet you.
Well, do they do that thing, the Showcase Jubilee anymore?
I don't believe so. They do this weekly show that I put on my website called Branson Country USA at the Grand Country Music Hall. So that's a weekly 1 hour show, and they'll let you come and do some of your original music on that program. So I can hook you up with those guys. Yeah.
Well, I'd sure love that. That's what inspired me. I remember when I was probably in high school. That's been a while ago, and I used to watch that on RFD, and I was like, wow, I thought that was the coolest show.
Yep. A lot of things have changed in this town. There's a lot of tribute shows and a lot of cover songs and comedy. And what is missing is original music. And that's why I've been doing this show for 14 years, because you guys make the original music that nobody's ever heard. And you tell these stories that need to be told because, without original country music and the songwriters, there is no music.
No, for sure.
And people aren't building theaters here anymore, and we've lost Glenn Campbell and Mickey Gilley and all those guys, Mel Tillis, all of them that were here in Branson and made this town great. And it still needs to be all about the music and the original music, and that's why I love doing what I do on the radio on this end. Mm-hmm. Speaking of hanging out on tour buses, you got yourself a motorhome, and you're going out on tour driving that thing. It sounds like a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, I had a funny story behind that. I would tell you when I was talking, but remember that movie Gordy? That was in the 90s. So I was, obviously a young kid, then watched that movie, and I saw Doug Stone and his band traveling around to shows, and I said, man, that's something I want to do someday. So, years later, I finally was able to swing getting an RV, and people always told me, like, oh, get one of those things, they're a lot of work, and, they weren't joking.
Yeah.
It's worth having it, but they are a lot of work. But it's been great getting to tour all over pretty much Northern California and Nevada and Oregon with it this last summer.
Absolutely.
And did a ton of shows. Yeah, it was great.
Yep. You've won Vocalist of the Year. I'm looking at the Josie Music Awards back in 2020. They're getting ready to do that again, and they're doing it at the Grand Ole Opry again. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I'm excited. I got 3 nominations this year, so I'll be there on Sunday, November 2nd. And yeah, awesome. I can't say enough good things about the Josie Awards. I think it's a really, great thing. It's all independent artists and, people that are doing it the grassroots way, I guess is how I'd say it.
Yep. Well, and that's what this show's all about too. I love the independent artists because you guys are just so down to earth and you're real. And even though you've opened for a lot of bigger names and, it's like you said, it's fun to hang out with them, have a beer with Lee Brice and that kind of thing. But it's always fun to talk to you guys because you make the music that needs to be on the radio. And in fact, the first song we're going to play tonight is called The Radio, one of your newer singles. Tell us about this song.
Yeah, so, well, it's funny you mentioned Tracy Lawrence a little bit ago. And so, the 90s artists, that's my biggest inspirations. And I remember someone saying, obviously, hey, write a song about the radio. And it just kind of clicked one day. I started writing it and I started blending like some of the styles of Tracy Lawrence, Terry Clark, and some of my favorite 90s people. And that's kind of how I wrote the song. Yeah. And if you're a 90s fan, there's some lines and like phrasing in there that kind of come from some of Tracy Lawrence's songs, Terry Clark, and that kind of style.
Oh, I love it. That's the thing that I think still needs to happen is making radio relevant. There's so many streaming platforms now. We got Spotify, we got DistroKid, we got all these ways to distribute music now. And still getting your name out there and putting you on the radio is what I'm all about. And we're going to do it with 13 radio stations tonight with one push of the button.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You probably discovered that a long time ago, that country music is universal. And I don't know if you've done any tours overseas or UK or any of that, but we're going to do it for you tonight. And you don't have to leave your house.
Well, there we go. Yeah, we're working on that. That's my next thing, is getting over in Europe. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely. That would be awesome. We're going to put you over there tonight. We're on Down the Road Radio from Ireland and lots of other Belgium and Germany and Sweden, and so we'll get you out there, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. If you can hang out just a little bit longer, we're going to come back and talk to Chad Bushnell and play 2 more of his songs after we play the radio. But it is on the air right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Well, it's been 2 weeks since her last big fight. She said, I don't love you, this just ain't right, and I'm leaving. And that was yesterday. I could do what most would do in that position, head to the bar, but I'm on mission to drown her memory in a different runway. I'm gonna jump in my truck, head out of town, find a station with some good old country sounds. It's all about the radio today, thinking about her leaving me. Just listen to my hero sing, let the country ring. Down and back road and BFE, I'm talking XM, FM, AM too, so loud her memory can't get through. And little George Strait carried away. Turn it up, it's all about the radio today. I'm gonna let that southern music take control. 3 chords and the truth sure is good for the soul and the heart when it gets broken too. As long as this old Ford still runs like it should, and old Stray keeps playing, no, it'll all be good. So don't let me down, little RCA, it's all up to you. It's all about the radio today, thinking about her leaving me. Just listen to my hero sing, let the country ring. Down and back road and BFE, I'm talking XM, FM, AM too, so loud her memory can't get through. And little George Strait carried away. Turn it up, it's all about the radio today. I'm talking XM, FM, AM too, so loud her memory can't get through. Little George Strait carried away. Turn it up, it's all about the radio today. Radio today.
He is on the radio. That song is called The Radio. We got Chad Bushnell with us tonight. Fantastic song. Thanks for making that for us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for playing it.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking off the air while we were listening to your song on the radio and called The Radio that you're going to be doing a country cruise coming up here pretty soon. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's countrycruising.com. It's going to be a 5-day cruise. It goes Fort Lauderdale to Key West to Nassau and then back. and Trace Atkins, Clay Walker, Jared Neiman, a bunch of big artists are going to be on there, and I'm fortunate enough to be performing on there as well. And so, yeah, it's going to be a great time.
That'll be fun. I have never been on a cruise. I've always wanted to do that, and so that would be fun. I interviewed Nathan Osmond one time, and he's a nephew of Donnie and Marie Osmond. He was doing country music at the time, and of course, Donnie and Marie had a theater here in Branson, Missouri, too, for a while, the Osmonds, and he went on a cruise and got to perform on a cruise ship, too, several times for that whole summer, I think. So that would be fun.
Wow, yeah, no, it's a blast. I got to do it in 2019,
yep.
And then so it was a great time then. It's going to be a great time this time, hopefully.
Yeah, I was showing my age when I told him, but Jim Stafford had a theater here for a long time, and I said, man, I used to watch you every week on the Love Boat. He did quite a few episodes of the Love Boat back in the day with Captain Stubing and all that. That's how old I am. I used to watch the Love Boat every Saturday night.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff. Well, man, you've been fun to talk to tonight. Thanks for doing this program. It's been fun having you back on, and you got a lot of good stuff going on. So keep doing your thing in music, man.
Well, thank you. I sure appreciate you having me on, and always great to talk to you. And yeah, it's going to be a great rest of the year. We're excited.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. We got a couple of more songs we want to talk about, though. The next one we're going to play is called Whiskey to Work. Tell us the story behind this one.
Man, this has been one of my favorite songs I've gotten to record. I didn't write this one. A bunch of guys in Nashville wrote this, and I heard it. I don't know if you ever heard of The Local in Nashville, but
oh yeah, I watch them on Facebook Live. They got cameras all over that stage,
Yeah, Porchlight Pickers. I've performed on that show a bunch of times, and they always play artist songs that are upcoming. And I heard that song, and my mom and I were sitting there, and we're kind of like, man, that's a good song. And so we talked, so who sang that? And the host of the show, Dan Hudson, said, oh, actually, I co-wrote that. And about a month or two later, I decided to record it and do my own version of it because I like the song. So
wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
You probably have met Trey Calloway from Nashville. He plays at the Local all the time. I've had him on my show many times, and we were talking and catching up before we got on the air live tonight. But you're being produced by a good friend of mine that is the guitar player for Alabama. His name's Chemo Forrest, and they have their own group, Cash Creek. So that's good stuff too.
Yeah. Oh, Chemo's great. And Trey Calloway, he's awesome. Yeah, what a good dude. I'm going to see him at the Josie's in a couple weeks. So.
Nice. Well, man, it's just one big family, isn't it, in this independent community? Everybody knows everybody, it seems like. But you guys all help each other out, work together, collaborate. He's producing you. You write songs together, maybe do duets together with some of the female artists, and it's just a fun deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so that's awesome.
Sure.
This next song, the third one that's going to kick off the top of the next hour, called 7 Day Town, pretty much describes how it is in music. You load all of your $5,000 worth of equipment into a $500 car to go play a $50 gig or something to that effect, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, it's true too. It's funny because I've actually done it. A lot of times. I have a lot of stories about show situations and stuff that we've done.
That's exactly how it is in Nashville. We've been there a bunch of times. I haven't been recently, but when you go to Nashville, there's so many people playing outside as there are playing inside. They got their open guitar cases, for tips and all of that kind of stuff. And then Jason Aldean wrote that song, living on the tips from a pickle jar and different things like that. That's exactly why they call it Music City. It's everywhere, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So, and even since I've been back in 2018 is the last time we've been there. There's so many new places that have opened up, and everybody has, as a major country music artist, it seems like, is opening up a bar. The Wild Horse Saloon that we used to hang out, Luke Holmes has taken that one over.
Oh, wow.
So, now we got Chiefs, and we got all kinds of different ones. Lainey Wilson, I think, is opening up one called the Bell Bottom Bar or something like that because of her bell bottom thing she's got going on.
I heard about that one.
Yeah, so she will be hosting the CMA Awards this year, too, for the first time. That'll be fun to watch.
That's awesome, man. I actually got to open for Lainey right before she made it really big.
Is that right?
She was already doing good. She was playing the county fair, and I got to open for her back in 2019. It was like 6 months later she blew up and became megastar. So that was a pretty good experience. And she was really sweet. And it was a great experience getting to open for her.
Boy, isn't that something? And you just never know. I played her as an independent artist too, and that song "Things a Man Ought to Know" I think is the one that really launched her career. And so now we got "Heart Like a Truck" and a bunch of other hits that she's done. And I'm watching people now doing Lainey Wilson covers on NBC's The Voice, the current season that we're in right now. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know, when music, if one of your songs resonates with somebody like that, we're still talking about it 20, 30 years from now, that wouldn't be a bad deal, huh?
No.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, I think we will be. It's been great having you on the program tonight, Chad. And tell us where folks can find Chad Bushnell if they want to reach out to you on social media and maybe go see you in a live show or take that cruise that you're going to be on.
Man, that'd be great. Yeah, Chad Bushnell Music on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then chadbushnell.com is my website. And yeah, if anybody wants to go on the country cruise, it's countrycruise.com. You can book it now, and make sure you use code FANCHAD. And of course, you know, all my music's on Spotify, iTunes, and all that stuff. So.
Awesome, man. It's on the Tim Kelly Show. We play you like crazy, so we appreciate having you on the program again tonight. It's been great catching up with you, man. Have a great holiday season. Those are coming right around the corner. We're almost to Halloween, but at Walmart, it's already Thanksgiving and Christmas. I've been there, so have a great holiday season. It's different in California than it is here, huh? You never get a white Christmas, probably, do you?
No. Usually we'll take Christmas off. Yeah, before and after Christmas, we're still going to be busy, which is a good thing. So.
Absolutely. Well, I went to broadcasting school in San Diego, and I miss that 69-degree weather they have every day, even in the wintertime. So I love that. Yeah.
It's pretty down there. Yeah.
Well, if you ever make it to the middle of the country and the live show capital of the world here in Branson, be sure to hit me up. I'd love to talk to you again and meet you in person and listen to you and watch you perform in a live show. I guarantee you that'll be a fun time.
Well, thank you. That'd be awesome. I'm working on getting over there. So
you bet. Chad Bushnell is who we got with us tonight. This is called Whiskey to Work, and we're going to play 7-Day Town on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I got that double-barrel vision, blow my money on drinking. I've been at it for a minute. I don't plan on quitting, and I damn well sure as hell know how to put that whiskey to work. In my toolbox, 40 plus happy hour, hit the Sunday morning service, feeling that higher power. Keep a little flask in my boot, sneak a little sip when they bow their heads down to pray. Hell, hey, I put that whiskey to work. I take that bourbon to church, baptize me in beam. I'm a drinking machine, Kentucky's so good it hurts, but it's been quenching my thirst. I'm sweating 90 proof right through my shirt. I put that whiskey to work. I wake up every morning already over the limit, 'cause a bottle on the table, got nothing left in it. So I hit the liquor store, call them boss and tell them I'm running late. I'm open for business, I'm drinking 24/7, gonna let that Holy Spirit take me right up to heaven. There'll be 7 drunken angels waiting on me at the pearly gates. Hell, hey, I put that whiskey to work. I take that bourbon to church, baptize me in beam. I'm a drinking machine, Kentucky's so good it hurts, but it's been quenching my thirst. I'm sweating 90 proof right through my shirt. I put that whiskey to work. Church, baptize me in beam. I'm a drinking machine, Kentucky's so good it hurts, but it's been quenching my thirst. I'm sweating 90 proof right through my shirt. Oh yeah, I put that whiskey to work. I take that bourbon to church, baptize me in beam. I'm a drinking machine, Kentucky's so good it hurts, but it's been quenching my thirst. I'm sweating 90 proof right through my shirt. I put that whiskey to work. I put that whiskey to work.
starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
$5,000 worth of gear in a $500 car to drive 200 miles for $50. Playing someone else's sing-alongs when you got a truckload of your own, praying for a chance at better luck. And I wouldn't have it any other way. When you're loving what you're doing, you don't work a day. Let the blood, sweat, and tears keep pouring out. Your passion and your faith keep you around. 10 years in a 7-day town. Sets a bad request, ain't singing up a free bird yet to a dozen drunks who won't remember me. This guitar slinging gypsy life, well, it beats any 9 to 5. So raise a cold one up if you agree. And I wouldn't have it any other way. When you're loving what you're doing, don't work a day. Let the blood, sweat, and tears keep pouring out. Your passion and your faith keep you around. For 10 years in a 7-day town. Late nights and rowdy crowds, setting up and tearing down. Little pay, no guarantees. Chasing who we're born to be. And I wouldn't have it any other way. When you're loving what you're doing, you don't work a day. Let the blood, sweat, and tears keep pouring out. Your passion and your faith keep you around. For 10 years in a 7-day, for 10 years in a 7-day town.
That is called 7-Day Town. What a great song and what a great guy. Chad Bushnell, thank you for a great radio interview tonight from Northern California is where he's at. I'm in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and we make it work through the beauty and the magic of the internet. I love it. And go check out Chad Bushnell music all over social media. If you live in California or anywhere where he's maybe going to be performing on the West Coast, up and down the West Coast, go see him in a live show. Tell him you heard the interview on the Tim Kelly Show. And if you're just now getting tuned in and you missed the interview, that one will also appear in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, that tab at the top of the homepage at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. And I've got a lot of great radio interviews that I have done with a lot of fantastic people. You'll love every one you push play on is great. So thank you for doing that. Webb Dalton is up next in hour number 3, going to kick it off. And I have interviewed him in the past. He's in the archives as well. And he's got a great song here called Starting to Feel That Way. Webb Dalton Music on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Well, this morning over breakfast, she didn't act much like herself. She was there and mighty, but in her heart she had to be somewhere else. As she sipped her coffee, she didn't have a word to say. I could feel it in my bones. I
She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. Finger on it. Lately things just start to change. I know I'm not a psychic. I got a not so funny feeling something's about to change. She says everything is fine, but I wasn't born no yesterday. I know there's something wrong. I might as well be here alone. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. Yeah, I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I can feel it in my bones, a leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Sideways grin, truck bed shaking with your rowdy friends. I tripped on a log, nearly dropped my cup. You caught my hand and you pulled me up. Now the music's loud, but I only hear you laughing at my two-step, missing a shoe. You stole my hat, I stole your beer. We're laughing so loud the whole creek can hear. Mud on my boots, but your hands in mine. This tailgate crush got me feeling just fine. All the burgers and buns, but I swear this night's still the best kind of fun. I don't even care, cause you're leaning close, whispering something about who you love most. This party's wild, but it's plain to see all the fun out here just leads back to me. You stole my hat, I stole your beer. We're laughing so loud the whole creek can hear. Mud on my boots, but your hands in mine. This tailgate crush got me feeling just fine. The crowd dies down, it's just you and me with the crickets around. Forget the noise, boy, I've had enough. This tailgate night turned into love. You stole my hat, I stole your beer. We're laughing so loud the whole creek can hear. Mud on my boots, but your hands in mine. This tailgate crush got me feeling
just fine. Yeah, the tailgate crush turned into a night where the sparks in a fire met the sparks in your eyes.
That is the latest single from a talented young lady by the name of Allie Ray. It is ALY, capital RHAE, all one word. Go follow Allie Ray on social media. She is fantastic. That is called Tailgate Crush. And I'll tell you what, there's probably going to be a lot of good tailgating going on this weekend. We got college football tomorrow, the NFL on Sunday, and Monday Night Football with my Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. You guys have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And whatever you do, don't drink and drive. The life you could save could be mine, and I sure would be back here on the radio next Thursday and Friday night, both times at 7 p.m. Central Time with the Tim Kelly Show. These next artists have been on the Tim Kelly Show recently, and I was just telling everybody on the TikTok that we're doing over here live that after the show was over and we did the interview live, I put it in the archives, and last check, it has been listened to 799 times. It is Taryn Keeley, it is Caleb Moses, Roses and Weeds. Go follow Roses and Weeds on social media. This is called Leave Your Lovin' On KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Turn down the lights in this room. Baby, come and kiss me. We got nothing to lose. Reckless desire builds up the fire, hard and strong. We're all alone. Turn off your phone. Leave your loving on.
The touch of your hand on my skin burns like an ember from deep within. I've got the urge to quench my thirst and my soul. The troubles you hold, just let them fall, but leave your loving on. I think it's time your heart and mine tear down these walls we hide behind. Baby, let's go back when you first kissed me like that. We made love all night long. Just close your eyes, lay right.
Right where we belong, ambition's gone.
Nothing but loving on.
This is Kyle Garrett, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's Best.
Rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinker. Rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum. Oh 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 oh. Hey. I got tired of the snow. So I've been saving up my PTO. I bought a round trip ticket, but I'm thinking I don't wanna go home. And maybe I won't, so here I am hanging by the sea. A little sunburned, buzzing like a bee. I'm usually a gin and tonic girl, but not in this part of the world. I'm tired of being a Tennessean, so I'ma be a Caribbean for the weekend. Raising my glass, making a toast to the spirit of the southernmost. Hey, it's the spirit of the southernmost coast, and it goes rum, bum, bum. It's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string, a little zip, 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 make me feel so jolly. I'm a pirate trapped in a tourist body. Don't want no whiskey, wanna be namaste. Right here under a beach umbrella, being a bum, drinking rum, bum, bum, more rum, bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. We got the captain and the Bacardi. You put the lime in the coconut and party. Marley playing on the radio. So the Grey Goose gotta go. You drink straight, you drink the fruity. You drink it till you're feeling fine and fun and groovy. I'm dancing in my flip-flops I got in the gift shop. Yeah, I'm really living like a local now. Still drum playing loud. Ooh, ooh, when it goes rum, bum, bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string, a little zip, 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 make me feel so jolly. I'm a pirate trapped in a tourist body. Don't want no whiskey, wanna be namaste. Right here under a beach umbrella, being a bum, drinking rum, bum, bum, or rum, bum, 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 rum, bum, bum, or rum, bum, bum, rum, bum, 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 bum. That's all, folks.
She is Lauren Massetti. She is an alumni artist of the great show American Idol. That is one of her latest singles out to radio. It is a great island vibe song and make you want to go on a vacation to the Caribbean. Rum pum pum. Drink you some of that as well. And of course, like I said earlier, don't drink and drive. And if you want to hear the funny story about that song, whatever they put in that drink, it got Lauren a little bit. I'll tell you what. We did that interview on October the 3rd. It aired, and you can find it in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. This next gentleman has an interview in there as well. He is from Canada. He's hanging out live with us tonight right here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come in and say hello to Terrence Hart from Canada, and the title track of his brand new project is called Better Kind of Man on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
The sun sets slow behind the hill. My shadow slowly slips away. The night is cold and quiet still. I close my eyes and kneel to pray. May you find someone who loves you, if thick and thin, back again, who sees your heart and all you do, and wants to always hold your hand. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You be a better kind of man, a better kind of man. I know life will be hard sometimes. You'll feel the need to give it up for all the mountains you must climb. Each step you take will lift you up. May you find someone who loves you for thick and thin and back again, who sees your heart and all you do, and wants to always hold your hand. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You be a better kind of man, a better kind of man. You gotta spread your wings and fly. See the world and all its wonders. Embrace the beauty of the sky. Let your heart be free and wander. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You be a better kind of man, a better kind of man. Be strong and true to what you know. Let kindness lead where you will go. And when you fall, stand up and try. Don't let the pain make your heart lie. My greatest hope, my final plan. You'll be a better kind of man, a better kind of man.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Dust on the trail, wind howling low. We ride through the thunder where wild hearts go. Your hand in mine, our boots in stride. In the saddle of love, we've got nothing to hide. Together we ride through storm and flame. Love like a lasso, wild but tame, with the reins of hope and the sky so wide. You're my forever, together we ride. Campfires are fading under canyon skies. You see my truth through the smoking lies. No outlaw dream could pull me away. You're the reason I fight, come break our day. Together we ride through storm and flame. Love like a lasso, wild but tame, with the reins of hope and the sky so wide. You're my forever, together we ride. In the grooves and the rhythm of rain, we've weathered the silence, the heartache, the pain, like two desperados chasing the tide through dust and devotion. We won't divide. With every gallop, our spirits entwine. The journey ahead, and it's one of a kind. Through the canyons whisper, the stars in our eyes. We'll dance with the night as the morning rises. Together we ride through storm and flame. Love like a lasso, wild but tame, with the reins of hope and the sky so wide. You're my forever, together we ride. Together we ride, no need to roam. Your love is the trail that your side.
His name is Stacy Burke. Stacy Burke Music is where you can find him on social media. Together We Ride. We've been riding together since 7 p.m. Central Time tonight, and we're having a good time still on the radio. We got a little over 30 minutes left in this show. We ride together every other Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. On my website, you can catch the show live, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist from Texas is with us tonight on Tim Kelly On Air, at Tim Kelly On Air, in my TikTok. He's the great Wes Ryan. He is from Texas, and this song is called Seems Like, from Wes Ryan on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it hard. Seems like we keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles away, and I keep wondering if there's anything left to say. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it hard. We built this love like a worn-out jean, faded and frayed where the goods been seen. But now the threads come loose, the fabric's thin, and I don't know if we can sew it back again. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it hard. Oh, we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like.
This is Kayla McGee, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's Best.
Her kiss is sweet as a fairy tale, like the best smoke I could inhale. Makes me want to remember every detail. Mama wants you home by midnight, but I want you out in the moonlight. And I know it just ain't right if you ain't by my side all night. I don't need a glass slipper to know you're meant for me. A perfect little southern backwoods beauty queen. Just the girl nobody sees, but I know it's gotta be a princess God made for this old fella. I guess you're just my barefoot Cinderella. I ain't Prince Charming, just a redneck kind of guy. And I know one thing's for certain, I want you for the rest of my life. I don't need no fairy godmother, you're as perfect as could be. And to my heart you hold the key forever. I don't need a glass slipper to know you're meant for me. A perfect little southern backwoods beauty queen. Just the girl nobody sees, but I know it's gotta be a princess God made for this old fella. I guess you're just my barefoot Cinderella. I don't need a glass slipper to know you're meant for me. A perfect little southern backwoods beauty queen. Just the girl nobody sees, but I know it's gotta be a princess God made for this old fella. I guess you're just my barefoot Cinderella.
His wife Leanne Ogle was in the mix earlier with her song, and Cowboy Killer, that is her husband, Canyon Ogle, and his song Barefoot Cinderella that he wrote about Leanne. How about that? Canyon Ogle right there. Canyon Ogle Music is where you can find him on social media. It is Kanyon on Canyon if you're checking him out, and everybody's loving him over here on TikTok as well. Jeremy Staves is up next. Jeremy Staves Music, this is called Crazy Girl on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You're a little crazy, I know it's true, but we have this in common, 'cause I'm crazy for you. 1 minute you're happy, the next may be sad, but if both minutes were with you, then for 2 minutes I am glad. You're crazy, girl, can you make up your mind? You can't be happy and sad at the same time. And I have a confession, it's crazy but true. Baby, baby, I'm so crazy in love with you. You tell me yes when you mean no. You want me to stay, but you tell me to go. I can't figure you out, you're driving me insane. I can't understand the rules to your crazy, crazy game. You're crazy, girl, can you make up your mind? You can't be happy and sad at the same time. And I have a confession, it's crazy but true. So crazy in love with you. Everything about you, from smiles to your tears. And I know how much you love me despite how it appears. You can call me insane, crazy, psycho, or lame, but I'm in love with a crazy, crazy girl. You can't be happy and sad at the same time. And I have a confession, it's
crazy about you. Baby, I'm so crazy in love with you.
This is Kristen Kelly, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
I'm in my crazy, feeling kind of reckless. Lately, the thought of changing it is never once crossed my mind. And if you ask me why, it's probably 'cause of my cowgirl impulses. Scream and do it, don't think twice. Cowgirl impulses have you acting out of line. I'm so damn stubborn, it's a southern way. Cowgirl impulses. Cowgirl impulses. I'm in my crazy when I'm at the bar. You can probably bet on the fact that I'm buying rounds. I got the house all on me. You can't blame it on my cowgirl impulses. Scream and do it, don't think twice. Cowgirl impulses have you acting out of line. I'm so damn stubborn, it's a southern way. Cowgirl impulses. Cowgirl Cowgirl impulses. Scream and do it, don't think twice. Cowgirl impulses have you acting out of line. I'm so damn stubborn, it's the southern way. Cowgirl impulses. Cowgirl impulses. Cowgirl impulses. Scream and do it, don't think twice. Cowgirl impulses have you acting out of line. I'm so damn stubborn, it's the southern way. Cowgirl impulses. Cowgirl impulses.
Her name is Trisha Marie. That is a great tune called Cowgirl Impulses. They are loving it over here on TikTok Live at Tim Kelly on Air. And go follow Trisha Marie on social media as well. And check out our recent radio interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Well, I'm not going to talk anymore until we say goodnight. I'm going to play the last few songs in kind of a marathon. So let's get it going right now. This next artist is Hank Ruff, R-U-F-F. This is called One Thing I Can Count On. You can count on me being here every Thursday and Friday night on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Well, I went out fishing just the other day. Don't you know I got skunked? Well, there was rust in appliances and old car tires in my fishing hole been junked. Then I headed home feeling kinda low when I passed the roadside bar. Then I hit the brakes when I heard the sound of a pedal steel guitar. 'Cause the fish don't bite the creeks around here like they did in years before. And my girl don't love me like she used to do when I walk in that door. But there's one thing that I can count on to pick me up when I'm feeling down. That's a good cold beer at a country bar and play the honky-tonk sound.
job, he's getting old just a little bit faster than me. And it ain't exactly what I used to say when I growed up I wanted to be. I've been thinking about taking some night school, getting started on a new career. It means I have to quit spending my nights playing country songs and drinking beer. Cause the fish don't bite the creeks around here like they did in years before. And my girl don't love me like she used to do when I walk in that door. But there's one thing that I can count on to pick me up when I'm feeling down. That's a good cold beer at a country bar and they play the honky-tonk sound. Honky-tonkin' boys. There's a number of things that some folks say get better and better with time. A good country song is one of them things. In the opinion of mine, there stands a glass by old Webb Pierce. It sounds good every night. But when George sings He Stopped Loving Her Today, I can see my life's alright. Well, cause the fish don't bite the creeks around here like they did in years before. And my girl don't love me like she used to do when I walk in that door. But there's one thing that I can count on to pick me up when I'm feeling down. That's a good cold beer at a country bar and they play the honky-tonk sound. That's a good cold beer at a country bar and they play the honky-tonk sound.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley Ewing, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
You could be the rain from a cloud above me, to look down, touch my face one more time, to only be the ground you walk over, see you walk away again would do just fine. 'Cause even you saying goodbye, still the sweetest sound. You did me wrong, but you can never do no harm. There's something in your smile that keeps me holding on to still loving you while you're still gone. Now when we're out, you act like you don't see me. I'm happy just to know you know I'm here. You left nothing but the you leaving memory. Thank God I know your memory ain't going nowhere. 'Cause even you saying goodbye, still the sweetest sound. You did me wrong, but you can never led me wrong, you can never do no harm. Something in your smile keeps me holding on to still loving you while you're still gone. Still loving you, still loving you, still loving you, still loving you while you're still gone.
Hello, this is O. Webb Dalton. You're listening to Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Well, my back hurts and I'm late from work. My truck don't wanna crank. Between inflation and rent, my paycheck spent before it even hits the bank. Yeah, they come on TV and they try to tell me the economy is doing great. But Uncle Sam and that newsman will lie right to your face. Cause the tax, my pay they tax, everything, Lord, they tax and me to death. The more I make, the more they take, and the deeper I go in debt. Scratching and clawing and trying to get by, and the politicians just don't care. The American dream these days, it seems, has turned into a nightmare. Well, I'm working 3 jobs, trying to get by, but I can't seem to get ahead. As it stands, my retirement plan is working on till I'm dead. Yeah, the harder I try to win at life, the more I get nowhere. And it seems to me there's no in between. You're either broke or you're a millionaire. And I ain't no millionaire. Cause the tax, I pay the tax, everything, Lord, the tax and me to death. The more I make, the more they take, and the deeper I go in debt. Scratching and clawing and trying to get by, and the politicians just don't care. The American dream these days, it seems, has turned into a nightmare. Don't get me wrong when you hear this song, it ain't about politics. 'Cause I don't care about left or right, I just want a little more of my paycheck. A dog and a loving wife, a front porch swing, just living the dream, working out a 9 to 5. No, it ain't perfect in the USA, but it's the best place I've found. Keeping my head above water and trying not to drown. Cause the tax, I'll pay the tax, everything, Lord, the tax and me to death. The more I make, the more they take, and the deeper I go in debt. Scratching and clawing and trying to survive, but at least I'm living free. The American dream these days, it seems, is still the American dream. The American dream. Woo!
Hey
y'all, this is Casey Johns, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
If you think I'm gonna be like all the others before you met me, those other clowns, I've gotta warn you now, I'm gonna let you down. If you're sure it's gonna fall apart and you're only waiting for me to break your heart, thinking that's what love's about, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. Suspecting that I'm only here to whisper sweet words in your ear just for tonight, I've got to tell you now, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down.
His name is Lee Sims. He's my good friend from Colorado, traditional country music artist right there, called I'm Gonna Let You Down. Before that, Kate Russell, we had John McDuffie and Maddie Rose, and all of those songs are fantastic. Little music marathon for you on the Tim Kelly Show tonight. Well, I want to thank my special guests, Rosedale Junction and Chad Bushnell, for being on the program tonight. I'm gonna let you down, but I will be back next week, Thursday and Friday, both times at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll do Triple Play Thursday, 3 songs in a row from every artist, and then New Music Friday again on the show next week. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me